Right, now we're going to start digitizing, and first of all I'm going to go to setup, and it will be the same in Digitizer 10,000, into work environment and set my grid for 2mm. I can't think in Imperial when I'm doing digitizing, and tell that OK. Then I need to take another look at the size of my fonts. And for that, I need my measuring tape. Where's my measuring tape gone? View. Measuring tape, there it is. I've got so used to using the letter M. Okay, now I'm just going to blow this up. Now, I don't think you can see my ruler on video. From there to there is 4.5. Straight up it's 4.3. And you actually do need to measure straight up, not on the slant. That's there, 384. Yeah, that's 4. This one is, let's measure from that point, which is the highest, down to that point, which is just about the lowest, 8.4. So it's not a bad size for a label. And I'm actually going to put this down to 150. There we go. Oh, so much easier for me to see. I sit here squinting at my screen. I desperately need new glasses. I've just got to wait a month, 2 months, then I can go and get a pair. Right, so I pick up my Runline tool. Now, users with Digitizer 10,000, you have to put your own trim or locking stitches in. And to do your locking stitches, you lay your first node, you come up to where you want the start of your letter, should be up there, then you come back. Now, you can, if you wish, do it again. That's one way of doing it. So I'm going to take those back. The other way is to go 1, down 1, back 1, and then continue back down. That way you're locking your first stitch point, your second stitch point. And they won't undo, they won't unravel. Then when you get to the end, so we'll skip to the end of the letter, you go up 1, back 1, back 1. That locks the end of your letter. Those now will not undo. That's your locking stitches. And on a running stitch you simply go backwards and forwards. So I'm just going to highlight that one. No, I'm not, because I've still got my tool selected, so I'm going to use my hand on the bottom toolbar. Not my physical hand. Hit my delete key. Now it's gone. I want to actually, it doesn't really much matter where I start, because I'm going to end up either there or here, because I'm not going to do 2 paths. I'm only doing 1. First of all, I'm going to right click into that until it locks, so that I don't accidentally move my background image. There's my tool. 1. Now remember what I said about short stitches. 2. And then follow this around. Now all your stitches are straight stitches. Even if you use right curved nodes, it will still make straight stitches, because stitches don't bend in the middle. But what can happen is, to try and accommodate what you've asked, it can make very, very small stitches, and that's not really what you want. And I'm just going to return that one to about there, and then go 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then come up the middle of that downstroke, up here, and then you would go I'll make a triple stitch out of that and enter it. So there is your first letter. And by making this into 4 small stitches, we've given the program a chance, instead of trying to get round there with all little right hand nodes. And as it is, we've still got short stitches, and I didn't put that many nodes in. And I'm going to go straight into the eye. I'm going to start at the bottom. I shall start about here, because I'm doing this as if I'm using the 10,000. Up to there, and then come out over to here, and this is the only place where I would out over to there, thank you, and then I do use a couple of right hand nodes, and then 1, 2, 3, and then down for the rest of the way, and up here, straight across. That's my 55-degree angle as my connector for my letter. I come back around there, following those previous nodes down the outside of my letter, and then up, and these are all left nodes, and then I come 1, 2, and then 3 up into that letter, down to the bottom, come up as far as here, and then 1, 2, couple off the top here, 3, down to the bottom, back up to there, and then turn this into 3 stitches. 1, 2, and then 3. Then come down, do 1, straight up into this one, because it's coming from the bottom, not the top, and then 1 right mouse one there, and that's all. 2, 3, and then follow this down around with left nodes, but not so close together that I make small stitches, and then straight up into the top part of my R, come straight down to the bottom. Actually, I'm going to alter that a little bit. I'm going to go down to the bottom, up to the top. I want a little more weight there, and then up to this one, come over a little, and then just put 1, double back, double back. And there is my title, Dreamer. Now let's just look at that without the image. It looks incredibly blocky. It's up at 600 degrees. Oh. It's up at a magnification of 600. So if I drop that to 100, well, first of all, we'll drop it to 200. Now, does that look so blocky? No. Now I'm going to drop it to 100. Now that looks like a smooth script. And don't forget, this is how it's going to be viewed at 100%. It's not going to be viewed at 600%. Nobody's going to have a magnifying glass that's going to blow that right up so as they can view it. And you've got to get into the habit of holding your stitch outs at arm length, because that's how they're going to be viewed, and accepting what you see at arm's length. Stop going in on top of it and going, oh, I've got to curve this and I've got to curve that. You'll jiggle your needles up and your machine. I don't know how much I've jabbered on for this time. I know it was far too much last time. As long as you get a nice regular angle between each letter, connecting up tidily, it will look okay. And don't forget, your tie-on stitch is 1, 2, 3, and then continue on. Okay, let's bring that back and file, save as, and I'll save it in here, small letter. There we go. I'll see you in the next video.